And even Jesus wept when his friend Lazarus died. But I do know that God is in the business of redemption, that he brings beauty out of ashes, that he brings light into darkness and hope when it seems like we have every reason to despair. And so I know he's doing something bigger and better than what I would do or what I can see. And that is faith. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for. It's the confidence in the things that we cannot see. He doesn't spell it out for us. He doesn't show us what it's going to look like. But I do see now clearly that Charlie, he had to work as hard as he did and get up as early as he did and work as many days as he did because God knew that he would die at 31. So he had a limited time to get it all done. That's not what all of us are called to, but that's the pace that he had to go on his race because he was going to die early. And thank the Lord, he finished really well.
Did you see the text messages that Candace Owens posted between her and Charlie from, I think she said it was 2018. So it was, a few years back, but they were chilling because they showed that Charlie knew he was likely to die early. Like, he was openly texting with her back then that he has nightmares about how it's going to end. Like, he felt pretty sure he knew how it was going to end. I'm trying to see if I have it on my phone because I think I grabbed it. Yeah. I screen grabbed it because I was so like, oh my God, this is shocking.
I did see that. That is extremely chilling.
Oh, here, I have it. Stand by. Okay. He wrote for the listening audience. This is per Candace in a text exchange she posted. He writes, "You are going to be the Kanye, you are going to be the Iron Lady of America. I see it so freaking clearly. I might be Moses, though. I might not see this whole thing through. LMAO. If that is the case, be my David." She wrote, "Dude, you don't even realize your power yet." He responded, "If I tell you the true prophecy I know in my gut, it's really sad, but I hope it's wrong." And then he went on to say as follows, "Anyway, I'm not sure if I will live to see the end of this revolution. I believe you are the piece God meant me to meet that will finish the fight. Since the beginning of Turning Point USA, I knew in my gut that I might get wiped out at any time. I cannot explain it, but I dream about it all the time, like all the time. Anyway, that's a depressing conversation for another time." Right, he says, and then finally says, "I'm not really afraid of it, but I'm just telling you what I know to be true." That is, I'd never heard Charlie talk like that. I didn't realize he knew, like I knew he was coming under increasing security threats, Ellie, but that really does show you, frankly, how brave he was and also how insane the left has gotten for a long, long time.
Yeah, and it kind of dispels, I think, a lot of the rumors or innuendo that have surrounded him and the cause of his death over the last few months, because we've been hearing, oh, it was only in the last few months that Charlie started feeling this pressure and he felt like, oh my gosh, they're going to hurt me. Well, this goes to show actually he felt that 7 years ago. And I don't know why he would have had, that intuition, except for maybe God at least was telling him, hey, we got things to do. Okay, you don't have that much time. I mean, that's really haunting. I don't think any of us would like to hear that message. But what a man that Charlie was, that instead of saying, okay, I'm out, that's, I think, what most of us would do. If we had this premonition that we're going to be slaughtered, most of us would stop talking. Most of us would get out of the fight and say, I'm going to go be an accountant. I'm going to stay home. He could have done that. He was so smart. He could have made a lot of money in business doing whatever he wanted to. But he knew, as well as a finite human could, that, okay, I think I'm going to die for this. And he went even harder. Like, he went even more public. He went into the lion's den more often. I mean, that is the kind of courage that I think most of us don't have, and a kind of faith in God that, okay, I don't know what this looks like, but I'm just going to follow you, even though it's really scary. It actually reminds me of Jesus. And I'm not saying that Charlie Kirk is Jesus. I'm just saying this reminds me of when Jesus is about to go to the cross and he knows what's about to happen. And he's in the Garden of Gethsemane and he says, Jesus, who is God? He says, Father, please take this cup from me. Like, I don't want it. I don't want to suffer in this way, yet not my will, but your will be done. And again, Charlie is not the savior, but all of us as Christians are called to do that. Lord, I don't know what this looks like, but you're calling me to do it. And I'm just going to obey you and trust you. And he knew, like Charlie knew that the cost was worth it, and that's amazing.
Yeah, it really is extraordinary.